I'm 25 years old, and I've been worthless since I was 18. That's when the doctors confirmed it, barren. The word hung in the sterile clinic air like a death sentence. My mother cried. My father wouldn't look at me. Within a month, they stopped calling. Within 6 months, I was on my own. 7 years later, I'm still on my own. I work 3 jobs to afford a studio apartment that smells like mildew and regret. Morning shifts at a convenience store where drunk alphas make comments about defective omegas. Afternoon cleaning shifts in office buildings where I'm invisible. Night shifts at a dingy bar in the part of town where people go to forget their lives. That's where I meet him. It's a Wednesday night, slow and quiet, when he walks in. I notice him immediately because he doesn't belong here. His suit probably costs more than my yearly rent. His watch definitely does. But his eyes, dark and hollow, those fit right in. He orders soju. Then another. Then another. By his 5th shot, he's staring at me like I'm a puzzle he can't solve. You're an Omega, he says, voice rough. I don't stop wiping down the bar. Congratulations on having a working nose. Why do you smell like that? Like what? Poverty? Cheap soap? Take your pick. Like. He leans forward, and I catch his scent, crisp, expensive, undeniably alpha. Like something I've been searching for my entire life. I laugh. Actually laugh. That's the worst pickup line I've ever heard. And I work in a bar. But my hands are shaking. He notices. Of course he notices. Alphas always notice. I'm Minho, he says. Choi Minho. I freeze. Everyone knows that name. The Alpha Supreme. The pharmaceutical heir. The man whose face is on magazine covers and business news. Sure you are, I say, because denial is easier than whatever this is. I am. He pulls out his ID and slides it across the bar. It's real. Oh God, it's real. What's your name? He asks softly. I should lie. Should tell him to leave. Should protect myself from whatever disaster this is about to become. Yoon, I hear myself say. Kang Yoonwoo. Yoonwoo. He says it like he's tasting wine. Have a drink with me. I'm working. The bar's empty. Please. There's something desperate in his voice that matches something desperate in me. So I pour myself a shot. Sit down across from him. Make the worst decision of my life. Why are you here? I ask. Slumming. Hiding, he admits. From my family. From expectations. From the Omega they want me to marry next month. Sounds rough, I say flatly. Must be so hard being rich and powerful. You think money makes you free? His laugh is bitter. I can't choose my own clothes without board approval. Can't eat at a restaurant without it becoming news. Can't want something just because I want it. At least you have options. I don't even have that. What do you mean? And maybe it's the soju, or maybe I'm just tired of holding it in, but I tell him. I'm barren. Medically certified. Completely worthless in the eyes of society. So whatever alpha instinct you're feeling, ignore it. I can't give you what you need. I expect disgust. Pity. Maybe both. Instead, he reaches across the bar and takes my hand. What if I don't care about that? He whispers. My heart stops. Restarts. Breaks a little. You will, I say. Eventually, everyone does. But he comes back. Every week, sometimes twice a week, Minho shows up at the bar. We talk. Really talk. About the weight of expectations, the suffocation of predetermined lives, the loneliness of being seen but never known. After a month, he asks for my number. After 2 months, he shows up at my apartment at midnight, tie loose, eyes wild. I told my father I won't marry her, he says. We fought. I needed to see you. I let him in. We sit on my threadbare couch and he tells me everything. The pressure, the threats, the way his family treats him like breeding stock with a trust fund. Sometimes I think about just running, he confesses. Disappearing. Starting over. Why don't you? Because I'm a coward. He looks at me. You're braver than me. You survived being told you're worthless and kept going. I didn't have a choice. We always have choices. I'm just too scared to make mine. Something shifts between us that night. Something dangerous and inevitable. When he kisses me, it tastes like desperation and hope. For 6 months, we exist in a secret world. Minho comes to my apartment when he can slip away. We stay up until dawn talking. He holds me like I'm precious. Tells me I'm beautiful, perfect. I start believing him. Move in with me, he says one night. Minho. I'm serious. I'll get us a place. Somewhere private. And how would you explain that to your family? His silence is answer enough. I'm your secret, I say quietly. Aren't I? I'm protecting you. You're protecting yourself. I pull away. I understand. I do. But don't pretend it's for me. We fight more after that. He cancels plans. Comes home smelling like expensive Omega perfumes from mandatory matchmaking events. Tells me it means nothing while looking increasingly exhausted. Then everything implodes. They know about you, Minho says one night, voice dead. Someone saw us. Father, he said things. Terrible things about you. What things? It doesn't matter. Tell me. He called you a defective mistake. Said you're trying to trap me. That you're. His voice breaks. He called you a worthless whore who should be grateful anyone touches you. The words hit like physical blows. He's right though, I hear myself say. I am defective. Don't. Why not? It's true. I'm crying now. I can't give you children. I can't stand beside you at events. I'm nobody. You're everything to me. But I'm not enough for them. And eventually, I won't be enough for you either. The pressure crushes him over the next 2 weeks. His mother has a stress-induced heart episode. His father threatens to destroy the company, fire hundreds of employees. The board demands action. When Minho comes to my apartment, I already know. I can't do this anymore, he whispers. 4 words. My world ends. So that's it? They threatened you and you're just giving up? I don't have a choice. You do. You're just not choosing me. It's not that simple. It is. I'm screaming now, throwing his things at him. You either fight for us or you don't. And you're not. I love you. If you loved me, you'd stay. He's crying. I'm crying. We're both breaking. I'm sorry, he says. Get out. Yoonwoo. Get out. He leaves. The door closes. I shatter into 1,000 pieces on my apartment floor. 2 weeks later, I see the news. Alpha Supreme Choi Minho announces courtship with Omega heir Park Seo-jun. There's a photo. They're smiling. Minho looks perfect in his designer suit next to a beautiful Omega who can give him everything I can't. I book a bus ticket to Busan that night. I leave Seoul behind. Leave the life where I was briefly loved. Leave before I fall apart completely. On the bus, watching the city lights disappear, I whisper to the window. I hope you're happy. I hope he was worth destroying us. But I know the truth. I was never going to be enough. Not for him. Not for anyone. I was worthless before I met him. I'm worthless now. Some things never change. 3 weeks pass in my golden prison, and I hate how easily I've adapted to captivity. My days revolve around Hana. She's thriving now, gaining weight, smiling, cooing at the mobile above her crib. At night, I sing her lullabies my mother taught me, and pretend the armed guards outside aren't real. Yoonseok visits every evening at 7. Always the same time, like clockwork. He stands in the doorway, watching us, never coming closer. You can hold her, I say one night, frustrated by his distance. She's your daughter. She cries when I touch her. His voice is empty. You've seen it. I have. Every time he's tried, Hana screams like she's in pain. It's not normal. Babies should recognize their parents' scent, crave it. Instead, she recoils from her own father. Then we'll work on it. Gradually. I gesture to the rocking chair. Sit. Let her get used to your presence first. He hesitates, and for a moment, the dangerous Mafia boss looks almost vulnerable. Then he sits, stiff and uncomfortable, hands gripping the armrests. I settle beside him with Hana. Talk to her. Let her hear your voice in a calm setting. What do I say? Anything. Tell her about your day. He's silent for a long moment. Then, I negotiated a shipping contract today. Very boring. Your nurse thinks I'm a terrible father. His eyes flick to me. He's probably right. I think you're scared, I say quietly. Hana yawns against my shoulder. There's a difference. My wife died because of me. The words come out strangled. I couldn't protect her. And now my daughter hates me. Maybe she knows. Babies don't hate. They react to tension, to fear. Whatever you're carrying, she feels it. I shift closer. Put your hand on her back. Gently. He reaches out slowly, like she might shatter. His large hand covers Hana's entire back. She fusses slightly but doesn't scream. There? I whisper. See? You're her father. She needs you. His hand trembles. I don't know how to do this without Jun. It's the first time he said her name in front of me. The grief in his voice is raw, real. Tell me about her, I say, surprising myself. Over the next hour, he does. Jun was an Omega from another powerful family. Their marriage was arranged, political. But they'd grown to care for each other, found friendship in their shared cage. She wanted out, Yoonseok admits. Wanted to take Hana and disappear. I was going to let her go. His jaw tightens. Then the complications started. The bleeding wouldn't stop. By the time we got her to the hospital, he stops. Hana has fallen asleep, her small hand curled around his finger. She's holding you, I breathe. He stares at his daughter like she's a miracle. Something in my chest aches. This is dangerous. I cannot sympathize with my captor. Cannot see him as human. But watching him gently stroke Hana's hair, I do. A week later, everything changes. I'm preparing Hana's formula when Director Han enters. He's Yoonseok's second in command, always impeccably dressed, always smiling. Something about him makes my skin crawl. How's our little princess? He asks, peering into the crib. Thriving. I keep my body between him and Hana. Protective instinct. Such dedication. Yoonseok is lucky to have found you. His smile doesn't reach his eyes. Though I wonder, does it bother you? Being kept here like a pet? My hand's still on the bottle. I'm a nurse doing my job. Of course. He moves closer. But if you ever want to leave, I could arrange it. Quietly. Yoonseok doesn't have to know everything. It's a test. Or a trap. Maybe both. I'm fine where I am, I say firmly. Hana needs consistency. He studies me for a long moment, then leaves without another word. I'm shaking. Something about that interaction felt wrong, predatory in a different way than Yoonseok's threats. That night I can't sleep. I'm walking the halls with a fussy Hana when I hear voices from Yoonseok's study. Can't keep the Omega locked up forever. People are talking. Let them talk. Yoonseok's voice is ice. Hana's health is all that matters. But the families are circling. They see weakness. A daughter who rejects her father's scent, you know what that means in our world. My blood runs cold. I press closer to the wall, straining to hear. It means nothing, Yoonseok snarls. It means genetic defect. Damaged bloodline. They'll use it against you, claim you're unfit to lead. Director Han's voice is smooth, poisonous. Unless we can prove otherwise. Medical tests, perhaps. No tests. No one touches my daughter. Then at least consider a backup plan. The Omega is young, healthy. If Hana doesn't survive, the crash of furniture makes me jump. Hana starts crying. Get out, Yoonseok says, deadly quiet. Before I forget we're family. Family. Han is related to him? The door flies open. I barely have time to step back before Han storms past, his expression twisted with rage. He sees me, and something flickers in his eyes. Calculation, hatred. Then Yoonseok is there, filling the doorway. How much did you hear? Enough. I hold Hana tighter. What did he mean, genetic defect? What's wrong with her? He runs a hand through his hair, suddenly looking exhausted. Come inside. His study is a mess, overturned chair, scattered papers. He pours himself a drink with shaking hands. Hana's rejection of my scent isn't normal, she admits. In our world, it's seen as a bloodline flaw. Weakness. It makes her a target. A target? She's a baby. She's my heir. That makes her a threat to everyone who wants my position. He drains the glass, including my own uncle. The pieces click together. Han wants her dead. No proof, just instinct. His eyes meet mine. But instinct has kept me alive this long. And he's too interested in her care, her routines. Always asking questions. Horror washes through me. The other nurses. The ones before me. What happened to them? They quit. Said the job was too stressful. His expression darkens. I never questioned it. But now you think he drove them away. Kept Hana miserable so she'd seem defective. My voice rises. So he could, what? Take over after you fell apart from grief? You're smarter than I gave you credit for. He steps closer. Which is why I need you to be careful. Trust no one but me. I don't trust you, I snap. You kidnapped me. No. I saved you. His hand cups my cheek, thumb brushing my jaw. The touch sends electricity through me. Because you're the only one keeping my daughter alive. And now, possibly, the only one I can trust. His alpha pheromones wrap around me, protective, possessive, dangerous. My omega instincts scream at me to lean in, submit, accept his protection. I step back, clutching Hana. This doesn't change anything between us. Doesn't it? His smile is sad. You're teaching me to be a father. You're protecting my daughter with your life. You chose to stay in that hallway and warn me instead of running. We're already more than captor and prisoner, Miho. It's the first time he's used my name. And God help me, I like how it sounds in his voice. Hana stops eating on a Tuesday. I try everything, different formulas, different bottles, different positions. She takes a few sips, then turns her head away, whimpering. By evening, she's lethargic, her usual bright eyes dulled. Something's wrong. I tell Yoonseok when he arrives. My hands won't stop shaking. She's been fine all week and now. Call the doctor. His voice is sharp with fear. Now. Dr. Park arrives within the hour, examines Hana thoroughly. Possible stomach bug. Keep her hydrated. Monitor her temperature. Call me if she worsens. But she does worsen. By midnight, she's burning with fever, her tiny body trembling. I hold her against my chest, singing through my tears, begging her to hold on. Yoonseok hasn't left the nursery. He paces like a caged animal, making calls, demanding specialists. The dangerous Mafia boss has crumbled into a terrified father. She's all I have left, he whispers at 3 a.m., watching me sponge Hana's forehead. If she dies, she won't. I force conviction into my voice. I won't let her. But I'm scared. So scared. At dawn, I'm preparing a new bottle when something catches my eye. A faint residue at the bottom of the formula container. Crystalline. Wrong. My blood turns to ice. Yoonseok. My voice cracks. Look at this. He's beside me instantly. I tilt the container toward the light. The residue glitters. That shouldn't be there, I breathe. Formula doesn't crystallize like this. His face goes white, then red with rage. Someone's been tampering with her food. For how long? The question chokes me. God, how long has someone been poisoning her? Everything clicks into place. The constant crying before I arrived. The other nurses who quit. Hana's mysterious symptoms that doctors couldn't explain. Someone's been slowly killing this baby for weeks. Han. Yoonseok's voice is murder. He has access to everything. The kitchens, the nursery, the supplies. We need to test this. Get proof. I don't need proof. He pulls out his phone. I need 5 minutes alone with him. No. I grab his arm. If you're wrong, if it's someone else, the real poisoner gets away. And if you kill Han without evidence, you'll start a war with his faction. He stares at me, breathing hard. Then slowly he nods. You're right. We do this smart. He makes a call. Get me a toxicology lab. Private. Untraceable. Now. While we wait for results, I feed Hana from a fresh, sealed container. I watch the cook open myself. She eats. Within hours, her fever starts dropping. The relief nearly breaks me. The results come back at noon. Arsenic. Small doses, meant to accumulate slowly. Whoever did this wanted it to look like natural illness, genetic weakness. It was never about Hana being defective, I realize, horrified. Someone was making her sick on purpose. To prove she was weak. To justify getting rid of her. Yoonseok's voice is dead calm. The kind of calm before a storm. And framing it as mercy. A noise in the hallway makes us both freeze. Through the crack in the door, I see Director Han talking to one of the kitchen staff, too quiet to hear. Yoonseok moves toward the door, but I'm faster. Let me. He doesn't see me as a threat. Minho. Trust me. I meet his eyes. Please. Something passes between us. Then he nods. I slip into the hallway with Hana, playing the exhausted nurse. Han's face smooths into concern. How is she? Better. Finally keeping food down. I make my voice relieved, grateful. I think the worst is over. Wonderful news. His smile is perfect. Too perfect. You've done such excellent work. Yoonseok is lucky to have you. I'm using the new formula, I add casually. The sealed containers from the secure storage. Just to be safe. His smile freezes for a fraction of a second. Secure storage? Yoonseok's orders. After the fever, he's not taking chances. I adjust Hana in my arms. Everything goes through triple checking now. Han's eyes narrow. I see. Well, if you need anything, I'm always available to help. He reaches toward Hana, and every instinct screams danger. Actually, she's due for a nap. Excuse me. I turn away, heart pounding, expecting him to stop me. Instead, I hear his footsteps retreating quickly down the hall. He's running. Yoonseok. I shout. Chaos erupts. Yoonseok bursts from the nursery, guards pour into the hallway. Someone yells that Han is heading for the garage. Take her. I thrust Hana into the nearest guard's arms. Lock down the nursery, let no one in. Minho, stay here. Yoonseok starts, but I'm already running. I don't know why. Instinct. Stupidity. But I can't let Han escape. I catch up to him in the garage. He's throwing bags into a car, moving frantically. It was you, I say breathless. All of it. You killed Jun. He spins and the mask is finally gone. His face is twisted with hatred. She was going to ruin everything. Threatening to expose the books, the shipments. She couldn't just be a good little Omega and stay quiet. So you killed her during childbirth. Made it look natural. Easiest thing in the world. One injection in her foreline. He laughs bitterly. And then the baby wouldn't stop crying. Wouldn't die quietly like she was supposed to. I tried everything, kept her miserable, drove away the nurses, poisoned her food slowly enough that no one would suspect. But I stayed. My voice shakes with rage. I saved her. You ruined everything. He lunges at me. I dodge, but he's faster. His hand closes around my throat, slamming me against a car. Stars explode across my vision. You should have left when I gave you the chance, he hisses. Now you'll die with Yoonseok's empire. Gunfire shatters the air. Han jerks, eyes widening. Blood blooms across his chest. He drops and I collapse, gasping. Yoonseok stands in the doorway, gun still raised, eyes wild. He's across the space in seconds, hands on my face, checking for injuries. Are you insane? He shouts, but his hands are gentle. He could have killed you. He confessed, I wheeze. About Jun. About everything. I got him to confess. I don't care. His voice breaks. You could have died. Around us, guards secure Han's body, seal the garage. Evidence. Witnesses. It's over. But Yoonseok is shaking, pulling me against his chest, his heart hammering against my ear. Don't ever do that again, he whispers into my hair. Don't make me choose between revenge and you. Because I'll choose you. Every time. And that terrifies me. I should push him away. Should remember he's my captor. Instead, I cling to him and let myself cry. The bruises on my throat fade in a week. The choice before me takes longer. Yoonseok stands in the nursery doorway, looking more uncertain than I've ever seen him. In his hands is a folder, thick, official looking. Your nursing license. Reinstated. Letters of recommendation from 3 hospital directors. He sets it on the table between us. And a bank account in your name. Enough to set you up anywhere in the country. Anywhere in the world. I stare at the folder like it might explode. What is this? Your freedom. His voice is rough. Han is dead. The threat is gone. You don't have to stay anymore. Hana coos from her crib, reaching for me. I pick her up automatically, and she nuzzles against my neck. My heart clenches. You're letting me go. I'm giving you a choice. The one I should have given you from the beginning. He won't meet my eyes. If you leave, I'll arrange for the best nanny money can buy. I'll protect Hana. You've taught me how. You don't owe us anything more. And if I stay? Now he looks at me. The intensity in his gaze steals my breath. Then you stay as my equal. Not my employee. Not my prisoner. My partner. In raising Hana. In everything. You're asking me to choose you. My voice shakes. After you kidnapped me. Threatened my family. Locked me in this place. Yes. He steps closer. And I have no right to. I know what I am, Miho. I know what I've done. But these past weeks, watching you with Hana, talking with you at midnight, learning to be something other than a monster, he stops, jaw working. I'm asking anyway. Because I'm selfish. Because I. Don't say it. I cut him off, heart pounding. Don't make this about love. Love doesn't grow in captivity. Doesn't it? His hand cups my face, thumb tracing my cheekbone. Then what is this between us? What do you call it when I can't breathe right unless you're near? When your safety matters more than my empire? Obsession. Possession. But my voice wavers. Maybe. His forehead touches mine. Or maybe it's the only honest thing in my entire corrupted life. Hana makes a happy sound, reaching for her father. Yoonseok takes her carefully, and she doesn't cry. She grabs his finger, babbling, and his expression transforms into something achingly tender. This is what breaks me. Not his words or his touch, but watching this dangerous man become gentle for his daughter. I'm staying, I whisper, but on my terms. Hope flares in his eyes. Anything. I want access to the outside world. My phone, my friends, my freedom to leave when I want. I straighten my shoulders. I want a voice in your business decisions that affect Hana's future. And I want you to start dismantling the worst parts of your organization. The trafficking, the violence. I won't raise a child in that world. That will take years. Make me enemies. Then take years. Make enemies. I meet his stare. Change, or I walk away and take every shred of humanity you've found with me. Silence stretches between us. Then slowly he smiles. You're going to be trouble. I'm going to be your conscience. I take Hana back. Can you handle that? I don't know. His honesty surprises me. But I'll try. For her. For you. It's not a fairy tale ending. It's a complicated beginning. But it's ours. 3 days later, Yoonseok calls a meeting of his entire organization. I stand beside him, holding Hana, as dozens of dangerous men fill the estate's main hall. Some of you, Yoonseok begins, voice carrying authority, have questioned my decisions lately. My focus on family over profit. My hesitation on certain ventures. Murmurs ripple through the crowd. I see the calculation in their eyes, the hunger for weakness. I'm here to clarify. He places his hand on my lower back, a gesture of claiming that makes my face heat. Kang Minho is now my bonded mate. Hana's second father. Any disrespect toward him is disrespect toward me. Shock registers on every face. Bonding in Omega publicly in this world is a declaration of vulnerability. It's also a revolutionary act. Furthermore, Yoonseok continues, we're restructuring operations. The smuggling rings are shut down immediately. The protection rackets targeting small businesses end today. We focus on legitimate enterprises or nothing. You're going soft, someone shouts from the back. All because of an Omega? The room goes deadly silent. Yoonseok's expression doesn't change, but his presence becomes oppressive. I'm going smart, he says quietly. The old ways are dying. Law enforcement is tightening. Our enemies are multiplying. We evolve or we perish. His eyes scan the room. Anyone who disagrees can leave now. With severance and my blessing. No one moves. Fear, respect, or curiosity, I can't tell which holds them. But understand this. Yoonseok's voice drops to something dangerous. If anyone threatens my family, if anyone touches what's mine, I won't be going soft. I'll be going nuclear. Test me if you doubt it. The message is clear. He's still deadly. Just pointed in a new direction. Later, in the quiet of the nursery, I confront him. You just made us the biggest targets in Seoul. I know. He's feeding Hana her bottle, getting better at it every day. The conservative families will see this as weakness. They'll come for us. Then why? Because hiding you felt like shame. Like I was ashamed of caring about you. He looks up, eyes fierce. I'm not. You and Hana are the only real things in my life. Let them come. I'll end anyone who tries to take you from me. A crash from downstairs interrupts us. Shouting. Gunfire. It's starting already. Yoonseok shoves Hana into my arms. Panic room. Code is her birthday. Yoonseok. Go. He kisses me hard, desperate. Protect our daughter. I'll protect you both. I run, Hana clutched to my chest, guards surrounding us. The panic room is hidden behind the nursery wall, reinforced steel and surveillance monitors. Through the screens, I watch hell unfold. Armed men storming the estate. Yoonseok's guards fighting back. Blood on marble floors. And Yoonseok, in the center of it all, fighting like a demon. Hours pass. Hana cries, and I soothe her, singing lullabies with a voice that won't stop shaking. On the monitors, the fighting intensifies, then gradually dies down. Finally, silence. The panic room door opens. I nearly collapse with relief. Yoonseok stands there, bloodied but alive. Behind him, captured enemies are being dragged away by his men. It's over, he says. For now. I launch myself at him, one arm still holding Hana. You're hurt. Doesn't matter. He wraps around both of us. You're safe. That's all that matters. This is our life now, I realize, the weight of it settling on my shoulders. Fighting. Running. Always looking over our shoulders. Yes. He doesn't lie to me. Never has. But we're fighting together. And that makes all the difference. Hana reaches for both of us, her tiny hands touching my face, then his. Making connections. Building family. Appa, she babbles. First word. She's looking at Yoonseok. He freezes, eyes wide with wonder and terror and joy. She called me. Appa, I confirm, tears streaming. She knows you. Finally. He breaks down then, the dangerous Mafia boss crying into his daughter's hair, while I hold them both. We're broken pieces forming something new. Not perfect. Not safe. But undeniably fiercely ours. 6 months later. Hana's first birthday party fills the estate with laughter. My nursing friends are here. Yoonseok finally let me reconnect with the outside world. My mother visits from Busan monthly now, no longer held hostage by threats. The organization has transformed. Still powerful but cleaner. Yoonseok kept his promise, cutting out the worst operations, making enemies but gaining respect. We still have guards. Still get threats. Last month, another attack. But we survived. Together. Happy. Yoonseok asks, finding me on the terrace while Hana naps inside. Surprisingly, yes. I lean into him. Complicated, messy, dangerous, but yes. I love you. He says it easily now, though it took months. In case I forget to mention it today. You mentioned it 3 times already. I smile. But I don't mind hearing it again. I love you, he repeats, kissing my temple. My conscience. My revolution. My home. I love you too. The words still feel fragile, precious. My monster. My partner. My choice. Because that's what this is. Not a fairy tale. Not a traditional romance. But a choice we keep making every single day. To love. To change. To build something beautiful from broken pieces. And that, I've learned, is the most revolutionary act of all.